What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and this morning we're going to be talking about a big Modern Warfare 3 prep update, what to expect for the preseason, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new content going up over on dkdynamite.com, expanding on all the coverage you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles on the website, and plenty of tweets, of course, on Detonated's Twitter. With that being said, as of yesterday, I went ahead and streamed my live countdown and reaction to the release of the Ghoulie animated camo as a part of the Soul Capture event. I want to thank all you guys for showing some immense support during that live stream, of course. We went ahead and unlocked the camo live using on a ton of weapons, but with that, we also got a bit of an expansion to the event with a bunch of other rewards you can also go ahead and unlock. There's a Battlepass tier skip, an emblem, a calling card, a sticker, and some other cosmetics there, as you can see. Also enjoy some nasty shipment gameplay here in the background while using the brand new camo. Now, the first thing I want to start with is in regards to a question I've been seeing a lot lately, and I understand the confusion about this because for some of you guys that don't use Twitter, you probably didn't see this announcement from Call of Duty, and it's in regards to the Season 6 Battle Pass being integrated with Modern Warfare 3. So once Modern Warfare 3 releases on November the 10th, there will be a pre-season period from that point until around December the 6th. That's when Season 1 begins. During that pre-season window, you can still rank up or level up your Season 6 Battle Pass for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone while playing Modern Warfare 3. In regards to regular leveling and that being synced to Modern Warfare 2, we'll talk about that in about a minute. It has been confirmed, however, by Call of Duty that yes, while playing Modern Warfare 3, you could go ahead and rank up your Season 6 Battle Pass, and then that pass will go away and be replaced by the Season 1 Battle Pass beginning during the first week of December. Now, I also want to clarify that the Haunting update we just got is the Season 6 Reloaded update. There is not going to be a separate Season 6 Reloaded update. I even reached out to Activision for comment on this, and they confirmed that yes, like we saw with Modern Warfare 19 and Cold War, the Haunting is Season 6.5. Now, if you're like, wait, DK, what's going on with the Bruin LMG or the FR556 assault rifle? Yes, I made a video about those weapons a couple days ago, and as I talked about in that video, those weapons could be dropped late and at complete random during Modern Warfare 2 to end off the game's life cycle. There could be a classified Battle Pass sector that pops up during the preseason, or they're just being saved for launch or seasonal updates inside of Modern Warfare 3. I know the weapons did get added to Warzone Mobile, but those don't indicate a Season 6 Reloaded happening after the Haunting. The Haunting ends in a good, 11, 12 days from now, and there's no way they drop a Reloaded update for Modern Warfare 2 just a day or two before campaign early access begins for the next Call of Duty. Now, in regards to what's next for Modern Warfare 3, I'm expecting that at some point, could even be today, could even be a week from today, we'll end up getting a blog post or an intel drop from Sledgehammer talking about the following topics. First off, campaign rewards. Now, those got revealed just about a day or two before campaign early access began for Modern Warfare 2 last year, and I'd expect to see a decent amount of rewards also added in for completing either certain missions or the entirety of the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. That'll likely be revealed relatively soon. If we don't get rewards for MW3's campaign, call me shocked, but I'd also expect a blog post or intel drop talking about leveling inside of Modern Warfare 3, just how the leveling is going to work. They already confirmed a level 0 to 55 grind, but they haven't confirmed if the game will launch with any prestiges or how the seasonal prestige system will work in this new game in comparison to some of the previous COD installments. It also hasn't been made clear if during the preseason window, your Modern Warfare 2 rank will at all transfer into Modern Warfare 3. I don't think it will, but it would be cool if you could somehow have an option to rank up 0 to 55 in Modern Warfare 3 and then somehow finish off Modern Warfare 2's leveling in the new game. You can like switch between the levels. I doubt that would be done. That's probably a little too complicated, and I do think that with the level cap we have in Modern Warfare 2, which is 1250, that'll just be where MW2 ends off at, and there won't be any way inside of Modern Warfare 3 to continue that progress. But then I'd also expect an intel drop or a blog post talking about mastery camo grinding, just to clarify the carry forward feature and the fact that MW3 will have its own set of mastery camo grinds for the new weapons, but that you can also still grind the old mastery camos for Modern Warfare 2 exclusive weapons. There just won't be a crossover with being able to use MW2 camos on Modern Warfare 3 weapons and vice versa. Now, something really interesting that happened the other day is the fact that we got a really big weapon balancing update inside of Modern Warfare 2. Now, I'm not saying that this could be the last weapon balancing update for MW2, although it is somewhat likely because they are planning on ensuring the weapons are balanced to whatever degree while they get integrated into Modern Warfare 3. Now, like I said, there could be a lot of tweaks made during the launch window and preseason of Modern Warfare 3 to where they still go ahead and nerf certain Modern Warfare 2 weapons to ensure that they're not completely better than all the new MW3 ones, but I do think this is one of the last, and I mean one of the last major title updates we're going to have for Modern Warfare 2 that also impacts the weapon balancing. This is probably one of the last major weapon updates we're going to see inside of Modern Warfare 2 for the time being, and it's no coincidence that they saved it for the other day. They didn't drop this weapon balancing update with the start of the haunting. They waited about a week, which means that it was a pretty exclusive update that they wanted to save for its own time and probably needed more time to actually work on. Now, the following weapon balance changes are only for Modern Warfare 2. So we obviously have a nerf here to the mini-back SMG. We got a nerf to the Vaznev, a nerf to the Lockman Shroud, also one for the ISO 9mm, a slight buff to the mid-damage range for the PDSW, as well as a buff to the Fennec 45 and the Bass P when it comes to mid-damage range. But for ARs, we do have a pretty reasonable nerf across the board for the TR-76 Geist, our brand new AR here in Season 6, but there is a small buff to the long-range damage amount there, as you can see towards the bottom. Also a buff for the Castoff 762, but a pretty interesting change there to the Castoff 74U. We got 2 reductions there and then 1 increase to the long-range damage amount. TAC 56 got a bit of a nerf there. We got a buff to the FR Avencer, which was a weapon that we saw during, I believe, Season 5. Then we got a buff to the M16 and the Tempest Razorback, followed by the M4 and even the Lockman 5.56. Now, when it comes to battle rifles, we got a bit of a buff there to the Cronin Squall, SO14, the Lockman 7.62, and even the F-TAC Recon. So, moving on to shotguns, though, we do have another nerf here to the Lockwood 300, where they reduced the damage range, and I've gone ahead and ensured that the dual trigger attachment with Dragon's Breath isn't as powerful as it was. Now, the Bryson 900 also got a bit of a nerf, but the Expedite 12 got a bit of a buff, and then moving on to the KV Broadside, we kind of got a 50-50 balance change here. They've increased the close damage range, but have reduced the overall damage range when using Dragon's Breath. So the close damage range got a buff for 12 gauge, but if you guys are going ahead and using Dragon's Breath, it's not going to be as powerful as it was before. Now with marksman rifles, they have nerfed the EBR-14 Tempest Torrent, but have buffed the SPR-208. And lastly, for LMGs, they have buffed the RAL MG's mid to far damage range. Now if you're like, DK, how is this related to Modern Warfare 3 if they've buffed a lot of weapons here? Well, the thing is, I think they've made sure that wherever they leave the weapons off at by the end of Modern Warfare 2's cycle, they're at reasonable levels to be directly integrated into Modern Warfare 3 day one. Again, on November the 10th, the carry forward feature becomes live. I know it wasn't live during the beta, but on November the 10th, all your Modern Warfare 2 weapons will transfer over into the new COD. Now, it's fair to speculate that the weapon balancing that we see right now in Modern Warfare 2, if this is the last weapons update, will still be different from how the weapons are balanced and tweaked inside of Modern Warfare 3. It's totally possible, but with the way the games are integrated with one another, I somewhat doubt that we're going to have different values for these weapons across the 2 different COD titles, because it'd be silly if it's like, oh yeah, you guys can totally go ahead and grind your camos for MW2 weapons while playing Modern Warfare 3, but the weapons are significantly weaker than they are in comparison to Modern Warfare 2. It's like, what incentive is there to even use the MW2 weapons or grind camos for them if the weapons just feel completely different than how they did in the last COD? I don't see them doing that, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, and I'd keep an open mind to that for sure. Now, I do want to talk more about Warzone in a separate video I have later this week, talking more about the Modern Warfare 3 integration and some things that you may have missed from the COD Next stream. When it comes to weapons, they've gone ahead and done a bit of a nerf to the Castoff 762. They've buffed the Lockman 5.56 and went ahead and nerfed the TR-76 Geist across the board. They've also went ahead and tweaked the M13B quite a bit. One slight buff to the head damage multiplier, but a nerf on everything else. They went ahead and buffed the M4, and then for the Lockwood 300, got a significant nerf there, as you can see, when it comes to Dragon's Breath, 12 gauge shell, as well as the 12 gauge slug. But then that's really it for Warzone. So you could use this as an argument to say, you know what, you have different weapon values between multiplayer and Warzone. The weapons are balanced differently, so why can't they balance the weapons differently between Modern Warfare 2 and 3? I could see that argument for sure, but when you're talking about multiplayer to another multiplayer, I feel like the weapons are going to be relatively the same, but you never know. Leave all your best bets on this down below in the comments. I think it's fair to argue either side here, but I'm gonna guess that with this weapon balancing update, it's to go ahead and prep for how the carry forward is going to work and how it'll feel day one on November the 10th for MW3. Now, some other changes from weekend 2 of the beta, which you guys probably noticed, or maybe you didn't, is the fact that in Cutthroat, they've increased the down timer from 10 seconds to 50, and they've also increased camera movement while sliding in the game. Enemy operators now display red nameplates. They've decreased the slide to sprint delay. Shout out to Exclusive Ace for actually putting out this comparison of the fact that the new slide cancel on Modern Warfare 3, the tweaked version from weekend 2 of the beta, is now identical, if not exactly the same, as the Modern Warfare 19 slide cancel. So for those out there that want more changes made, we're now back at the MW19 slide cancel. So I'm not sure how much faster they could possibly make it. I think it's fine where it's at right now. And they've also added a number of stability updates, balancing changes to streaks, and a good patch for a bunch of map exploits that were pretty frustrating to see during the beta window. Now, obviously, Sledgehammer received more feedback during weekend 2 that they're going to be implementing for launch, and I'm sure whatever needs to get fixed right away at launch will be added during the preseason window, but then we'll get probably some major balancing updates to weapons and other things by Season 1, which is about 3 weeks after the full launch of the game. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on what could be a big Modern Warfare 3 prep update when it comes to weapon balancing? How are you feeling about the preseason window, which would be pretty interesting for the Call of Duty community? It's going to be a first-time thing where we see a big carry forward from the last installment of the series. What are your thoughts on everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.